It's really been a show of resilience, and that is what the market tells you on a daily basis. First, those peak ups all the way to 14,200 levels, and then how swiftly those declines in the markets are getting bought into. And similar was the story today as well. While we started off very quiet, just ambling around the 14,200 mark, then the early afternoon came that big fall of about 2% in the Nasdaq and the Dow Futures as well. The markets definitely got a bit of a shake off thanks to that, and you did see a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. We were almost down about 100 points for the Nifty Futures from the highs of the day, and we were closing in on that 14,100 level. And then very swiftly, as always, that dip got bought into, finally closing in just mildly soft. In fact, at one point in time, we'd completely flattened out, closing around the 14,174 level for the Nifty Futures. And similar was the story for the market breadth as well. Finally managed to conjoin hands, and just a very slim margin with which the declines managed to take over, about just 78 stocks standing to the declines with 64 odd to the advances. Also, what the markets have done today has been sans any support from big boys like a Reliance Industries, which was down about almost 3% at the lows of the day, closing in around the 2.5% dip, about 19,030 or 1,930 share price mark for Reliance Industries. That said, you also had a good amount of strength on the other hand coming in from names like a Hindalco, which managed to close with roughly about a 4% gain. Shree Cement did very well. Along with Shree Cement, you had ACC and Puja all holding out very well. Big breakouts in some of these cement majors. Gale, Bharti saw a big breakout, about a 3% uptick coming in there. UltraTech Cement held out by about 2%. ICICI Bank was a very strong one today. Similar was the case with an SBI with a 1% uptick coming in for that one. That said, aside of Reliance, there was also pressure on ITC. The Economic Times earlier this morning was reporting that perhaps the government is actually mulling banning the sale of loose cigarettes and perhaps increasing the age for the sale of cigarettes among citizens, and that did not augur well for ITC, given that the largest revenue contribution for ITC does come in from their cigarette businesses. Bajaj Finance also continued its downtick. You had an Axis Bank, HCL Technologies, BPCL. These were all laggards in trade. The other big loser today was Lupin. The fact that 13 of their Somerset facilities in the US have got a US FDA note, although one of them was an earlier or an old one, so that is something that didn't augur well quite for the sentiment on this particular stock. Along with that, we saw some profit taking from big buzzers like a Naukri after the steady shift that it has been for the last two trading sessions. That saw a bit of a fall as well coming in today.